I love real estate investing. It's not just my passion, it's kind of an obsession. For me, doing real estate deals is my drug of choice. I mean, there are worse things to be addicted to, right? Honestly, I think there's too much talking and not enough doing on YouTube. So in today's video, watch me help one of my coaching students put together a 6-figure profit deal live, start to finish, in Knoxville, Tennessee, coming up.
$1 doesn't get you much these days, but for a limited time, you can get 100 seller leads for just $1 with Jerry Norton's motivated seller database. Grab them now at 100sellerleads.com.
If you're new here, I'm Jerry Norton. I make millions of dollars a year wholesaling and flipping houses, and here on my YouTube channel, I show you how to do the same. So if you want to be a flipping genius like me and live your dream life, be sure to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. In a minute, we're going to cut to a clip of a live 2-day intensive training I did with a small group of my elite mentoring students here in Puerto Rico where I live. These 2 days are all about doing deals and learning how to create a 6- and even 7-figure business flipping houses. If that sounds exciting and you'd like to get one-on-one coaching and spend 2 days live with me, just go to fasttrackwithjerry.com for more details. Okay, this deal was an estate sale where the seller died and the heirs hired a real estate agent to list and sell the property. The house was well cared for, but in like original 1960 condition and needs a complete rehab, but is in a very desirable neighborhood. On this video, you'll see live how I analyzed the deal, ran all the numbers, and you'll see me call the agent and negotiate and make the offer. Now, depending on what stage you're at in the game of flipping, there may be things you see or hear that you might not understand or be familiar with. I promise you everything I talk about on this video, I have other videos that explain those concepts in great detail. In fact, almost 800 videos here on my channel. I recommend you go to my channel playlist where I have all of my videos organized by topic. I promise whatever question you have, I have a video that answers it in detail. One final thing. The original recording of this deal was over an hour, and for your convenience, we edited it down to the most relevant parts, I think about 12 or 13 minutes, so as to not waste your time. I hope you appreciate that. Okay, let's cut to the call. This is it. So 457, 2.5, 2,300 feet, and 25 photos. That's awesome. Ready for TLC, sold as is. Okay, so need some landscaping. And wood paneling, old, yeah, this is great. This is a great, so this is you're gonna do all new, right? So cabinets, but it's really clean. Like this is, what's your rehab budget? Yeah, perfect. I was about to say 75. 75 is gonna get you new kitchen, new flooring, new bathrooms. Here's our property. What I do, there's a little shortcut here, guys. Click on the map right here. Watch this. And then right over here, it says map nearby homes for sale. So it automatically finds my map. Now it's super zoomed in, so we'll back out a bit. Okay, so welcome to Tennessee. We got 2.8 million and 169. Yeah, we're right here. We're in the right spot. Look at 2,850,000. We're in a good spot. Yeah, we're in a good spot. Now, for comping, I'm not going anywhere outside of this river pocket right here, right? I'm not crossing that road. Why don't I cross this road? It's a major road. We try not to cross major roads. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna draw a line. So click the draw feature, see it down here? So I isolated our search criteria to just inside that box. Now I'm gonna go over here to more filters. We're gonna switch this to houses because that's all we are. And we're gonna switch this from actives to what? Solds. So we're gonna switch this to, let's go back 6 months, see if we get enough data. But look at all the data we have. Yeah, but we'll add more filters. So our square footage is what? Okay, so let's put a minimum of 2,000 and a max of what? Because we want to just create a range. If we filter it too tight, you won't have anything to look at. So let's go 27, see if we can pick up a couple. There we go. So we picked up a couple more. And what were we again, 24 or something? 23? Good, so we're going 300-400 either way. So I would stop there. I wouldn't add any more filters. We don't need more filters because we've narrowed it down. But let's say we still had 50. Well, then I'd start doing beds, I'd start doing year built, stuff like that. So your filters help you just get you down until you've got something to work with. That's it. As soon as you got something to work with, back off, because if you keep filtering, you're not gonna have anything to look at. Okay, so there we go. We got 12 comps. Let's go ahead and apply. I like to go to price per square foot. This is why I like Redfin over Zillow. So let's put this at the highest price per square foot and then down to the lowest. So this house right here for $760, which is not far, we're a couple blocks away. Ideally, we want to find, the perfect house that looks like ours. But remember, we're looking at, what I like to look at is price per square foot. We got plenty of comps to work with. So you got a couple over 300, and then you got a bunch under 300. If I picked that thing up and I did a full reno, given my location down here, with some of these good ones, like I would probably push this thing to 300 a foot. So 300 is totally a safe number. But then what can we do in Knoxville if it's going to take you every bit of 6 months to rehab that? We can add in some appreciation. So do you know what the appreciation is right now in Knoxville? Just Google year over year appreciation, Knoxville, Tennessee, 17.5. So here's what this means, because this is really important. If right now, today, at this point in time, this house is worth $706,000, and if the market does what it did last October to October, which means it went up 17%, if we want to make the same assumption that October 2021 to 2022, we'll also get 17.5, and we're going to grab some of that and add it to our number. We're going to say we're going to realize some of that because we're not going to come on the market for 6 months or so down the road. All the indicators right now, and I read a lot about this, is that 2022 is going to be another double-digit year. Even if it slows a little bit, and next year it's only 11 or 12 or 10, we can feel okay at 8. So then we take this number, and what are we going to do? Yeah, so do that with your calculator. Do 706,800 times 1.06. So guess what we're going to do to our ARV? 763. Okay, we'll just round it to that. There's your ARV. And this is conservative because we went with 300 when we have comps over 300. And so you may dig a little deeper. Like what I would do if I was going to really go after this, if I wanted to go after this, I would really take a hard look at those over 300 a foot comps and see if I can get that. See if what do they got that's so special? Do I have it too? We're doing this quick right now, but you may say, you know what? I feel good at 315 a foot because I'm every bit as good as those other comps at 300 plus. So then you take the 315, get your number, add your 8%, and that might push you more to 8. But I like 763. That feels good. Okay, so now what do we do? Now we take that times 70. What's that put us at? Minus 75, 459. They're asking 450? That doesn't mean we're going to offer that. Hi, Sissy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
My name's Jerry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jerry.
Yeah, so I'm Heath's finance partner and taking a hard look at this property and just wanted to talk to you about it for a few minutes. You have a minute?
Sure.
Okay. What's the story on this one? What, the seller's elderly or?
The previous owners have died. This house is now in the estate of their, I think, son.
Is it through probate though?
Yeah, it's through probate.
So we're seriously considering this property. Have a couple concerns. Maybe you can help me understand a bit.
I'll try.
Walk me through the floor plan a little bit. What's on the first level?
So you go through the front door and you're in the living room, basically.
So you walk in, you're in the living room, okay?
Mm-hmm. The living room goes.
We want to flip it. So
Yeah.
does it make sense? What do we do?
I would open up the wall between living room and the kitchen
Definitely.
and the dining room.
And just run a header up there and open that space up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
That's
that.
what I would
We would do that quite a bit because that's everybody wants the open floor plan now.
Mm-hmm.
And use the island to divide the room into the dining or whatever. Yeah.
Close to the master bath, there is a sheetrock crack. Now, it does not show up on the
So this lady's a wealth of knowledge. I mean, she knows all her stuff.
shingles on the side of the house for the upstairs.
So if this were your listing and I renovated this thing,
I would not have any difficulty listing it at that if it's done well.
yeah, so what I would do is have a conversation with you about maybe helping us on the list side when we're done, and if you'd be open to participating in rehab decisions, making sure we're putting in the right thing. I want to do what I need to do and not do.
I'm happy to do that.
Kind of like consult us a bit as part of, you know, getting the listing. Because I don't want to spend money where we don't need to spend money.
Exactly, and I've saved lots of sellers lots of money because they think they have to do things they don't.
Right.
But this house has to be done right. This is the premier old neighborhood. Everybody wants to live.
Yeah. And that floor plan will not discourage a buyer at a $750 price tag.
No.
Okay. So we would go through you to present the offer. Are you able to represent us as the buyer's agent?
You all are unrepresented.
We would be unrepresented, but you would still facilitate everything to get to closing.
Yes.
So you don't represent us, but you could get the buyer side commission.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's all we're after. I'd like to work through you directly on the transaction.
Okay, that sounds fine with me. I've done many this way.
Okay, good. What kind of offer do we need to be at? What kind of terms would you want to present?
What she is looking for, and she's told me repeatedly, is she's
This is the
looking
key
for
right
a
here.
cash offer, not contingent upon any inspections, no appraisal.
What kind of earnest money?
I think we talked about $7,500 before is what I had written.
That's a dang strong offer, right? No contingencies.
Yes, she is looking for full price.
$457.9.
That's what I've been telling everybody.
So come in full price, waive all your contingencies, $7,500 earnest money, close when? So I can get a 30-day close or close to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything you have just said, text me back
Okay.
so that I've got it
In writing.
front of me.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Sissy. Bye. I would definitely use that lady on the back end. Extremely thorough, really detailed, knows her stuff. She sounds like she's 110 years old. This is a very thorough agent, and she's doing her complete due diligence. This agent does not want anyone coming back and saying, you didn't tell me about this or that. She would rather not sell this house ever than not properly disclose. Good agent, super good agent. I mean, but again, she's a dinosaur, right? So she's by the book. She knows this house inside and out. Did you see how I talked to her about the back end? Now, why would we want her help on the back end? Meaning when we go to sell it. And we're gonna get free consulting. We're gonna get our designer for free. Not for free, but part of the listing. When you have an agent who understands investor mindset, the conversation I would have with her is, what do I have to do to get my return, but what can I skip that doesn't give me a return? I mean, anybody can fix everything and make it beautiful, and then we lose money because it's all brand new. I liked how she felt really good about $750. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, she said she feels really good about that. So I think we did $760, $763. The question is do you have $7,500 in earnest money, and can you put together financing to do hard money and all that? Okay, so what's 15% of 763? 114? So that's your profit if you hit your numbers. She wants to get it all in writing. So what are all the things that he would need to text her? Let's see how good you guys paid attention. Yeah, so price, what else? She's gonna need name and address. So cash, no inspection, 75 earnest money, 30 days. Price, name, cash, no inspection, 75, 30 day. That's it. Dude, this is fun. Awesome deal, Mike, awesome deal.